insight has shown that the world is looking to African music. And right now we're selling out. We are selling out. Rather than own our music and sell it to the world, we are selling it to American companies for peanuts. And these American companies will now profit off our music for a lifetime. A lifetime catalog of music is what East Africa, an East African company, sold off to Universal Music Group. I can't cry, please. I just can't. There is a new scramble for Africa. It's not for cobalt in Congo or oil or gold. It's for African music, especially West African Afrobeats. We all know that Afrobeats is doing so well now. In every part of the world, people are loving it. It's a new sound that the world is buying into right now. So, I mean, just like everything Africa, America wants to come and colonize this new sound and own it, for themselves. International music recording companies like Sony and Universal Music are expanding their operations aggressively in Africa. They are both acquiring offices in strategic locations like South Africa, Nigeria, and Nairobi. As they pitch their tent in Africa, they have 3 objectives. 1, acquire indigenous music companies, the smaller ones, because of course they have the money. Number 2, acquire the big stars, like our Davidos and our AKA. And number 3, snatch up budding talent before they hit the world stage. And of course, that will help them get a better deal. According to businessdailyafrica.com, Universal Music Group has acquired majority stake in a Kenyan record label in a deal that gives the American multinational access to one of the largest catalogs of East African music. Conclusion of the deal means Universal Music Group now has rights to archive, digitize, and begin selling East African music internationally. Of course, one of the major challenges in African music and Nigerian music is piracy. Tiwa Savage, one of our biggest stars, who recently signed with Universal Music Record, cannot make money online or through streaming or through album sales. She makes her money when she attends weddings, when she attends events, or when she performs in major concerts across the country. But from album and streaming sales, she doesn't make any money. And the reason is because if Tiwa releases a song in the morning, by 12 p.m. that same day, the song is already pirated. Millions of copies are already being distributed across the country and being sold for cheap, Online, she can't make money in Nigeria either, because if she releases a song by 2 p.m. in the afternoon, by 6 p.m., there are thousands of streaming platforms that are offering for you to download it for free. These foreign American companies have seen this problem, and that's become one of the ways they are going to bait them to come over. That's one of the biggest baits. So why do we have a problem? It's Africa to the world, right? The record labels are going to try as much as they can to milk the artists dry. That's their job. That's their primary assignment, to milk the artists dry as much as they can and as far as they can go. Of course, our artists are not like dumb. They have access to a legal team that will assist them in looking through the documents before they sign up and all of that. So basically speaking, they're not just going to go and sign a dumbass deal. But the big question they're here to answer is, who owns the master recordings? A master recording is the original recording of a song. By definition, that makes it the most authentic, superior sonic account of the song. Everything else is a copy, and after that, in the digital world, a copy of a copy. So a master recording is not just the original recording of the song, it's also having the rights to use it. That means 20, 30 years after your song has been put out. If in the next 30 years, someone wants to use your song for sports, for commercial, for TV, whatever, who's going to take the copyright? Who's going to take the money? Is it you or is it your record label? I know that owning the master recording is one of the biggest things that the record label will want from you. So we don't know what kind of deal that is signed. But I do know that even American artists, very popular artists, are fighting for the rights to own their master recording. Taylor Swift, as big as she is, does not have access to most of her previous work, and this caused her to have major issues with the record label, her former record label, Big Machine Records. So basically what I'm saying is that these international music labels are so hawkish. They are so hawkish when they sign deals. They don't play. They don't joke. You come out and say to us, I own the masters to my music. Then we know that you're not a seller. But if not, you've been sold. It's a slave deal. Some record companies give you an opportunity to buy back your masters after like 2 or 3 years. But if you don't own your masters, girl, consider yourself sold. You've been sold. Yes, they'll give you international coverage, but they have lifetime access to your music. It's just plain embarrassing, that we want to use our own African music and we have to license it through an American company and not through a local producer or a local company like Maven and YBNL or one of our local record agencies. African music should belong to Africa. It will go international through the internet. We will perform in concerts abroad because people want us there. We will break barriers being driven by our own local labels and our own local music companies. We have YBNL, we have Maven in Nigeria. It's a shame that African music companies are selling out. They don't realize that the future of music is looking to Africa. And African music will be gold tomorrow. But by then, you would have sold it for peanuts to some American Sony and Universal Music. Thank you for watching. My name is Chizoba Adiola. Do subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every week. I basically discuss politics, entertainment, or social issues.